Welcome to another episode of the Tobago House of Assembly's Post-Executive Council Media Briefing. This week, the Secretary of Tourism, Culture and Transportation, Nadine Stewart-Phillips, addresses the media.
The annual World Travel Market held in the United Kingdom is one of the premier travel industry trade shows in the world. Tobago's presence at this year's World Travel Market was indeed an awesome display of the new brand and direction for the destination with the tagline Tobago Beyond Ordinary. And I can say without fear of contradiction that the tourism and travel industry has definitely been reinvigorated, confidence has been restored, and our partners are ready to do business with the destination. Tobago's participation at World Travel Market 2018 comprised a delegation led by the Honorable Chief Secretary, Kelvin Charles, included myself as Secretary, the Chairman of the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, Dr. Sherma Roberts, the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Louis Lewis, Marketing Coordinator, other staff members of the Tobago Tourism Agency, stakeholders, and of course our cultural trio as they were fondly referred to. And I want to add from the get-go that the Chief Secretary's presence at World Travel Market definitely signaled to our trade and industry partners internationally that we are indeed serious about our tourism efforts. And I say this because as the highest decision maker at the level of the Tobago House of Assembly, the Chief Secretary was able to make decisions on spot as well as lead in finalizing negotiations with airline partners. So that level of confidence was restored in most of our discussions as assurances were given then and there. In the past, we would usually have to come back and get the approval of the Executive Council and say to our trade partners, we would come back to you. So business opportunities were sealed on spot, and I want to publicly thank the Chief Secretary for leading the charge, as he always does, and dedicating his time to assist in our tourism efforts. Now, the overarching objective of World Travel Market 2018 was to utilize the recognized global stage of WTM to unveil the new market approach for Tobago among the travel trade and key distribution channels, our tour operators, our travel agents, airline operators, social media specialists, and of course the media, to foster confidence and reinvigorate market ties. Some of the supporting actions that were taken, we were able to unveil the new high-definition destination imagery. There were both still and moving images, along with the refreshed website that features the core attractors of the destination. There were prearranged one-on-one interviews with key media to leverage that new go-to-market strategy to increase our share of voice and, of course, increase our share of audience. We had a number of cultural performances present on stand, which was definitely a true depiction of the Tobagonian way of life that comprised singing, dancing, and a panist. We were also accompanied by Dwayne Dove. Dwayne Dove is an international award winner, well known around the world, and the stand attracted a number of persons who were desirous of hearing his story and, of course, sampling his chocolates. And then we had a number of on-stand press and media interviews. The main highlight of this year's participation was the launch of the new Tobago brand and the tagline to the world on Monday, 5th November. This was in the form of a press event to a packed audience at the conference center, which comprised several key trade partners and personnel. I can assure you that this new branding and direction was well received, and there is a new type of interest in the destination, specifically by the media and travel agents. Some persons have already booked familiarization tours to the destination as they are keen on coming to see for themselves and be able to write print media on the destination. One of London's famous black cabs was also unveiled and is being used to market the destination and increase visibility as part of the new branding strategy that was also rolled out at WTM. The cab is branded with the new logo and tagline Tobago Beyond. It is contracted in the first instance for a period of 6 months, and it also includes the website for which persons interested can research more information about the destination. Now, in going forward, and I really want to make mention of this, even as we take steps to increase our marketing efforts and our visibility, there are also other areas of tourism development that are also taking place, and these announcements and initiatives were also rolled out at WTM along with the new branding and marketing strategy. I think it was at my last post-executive media briefing that I spoke to the tourism accommodation upgrade program. That's where it's an initiative aimed at facilitating the upgrade of existing small and medium-sized hotels and guest houses in Tobago. So hotels and guest houses with 6 to 150 rooms can benefit from a reimbursement of 50% of upgrade expenditure per room. Small tourism properties with 1 to 5 guest rooms can benefit from a reimbursement of 40% of upgrade expenditure per room, up to a maximum reimbursement of $30,000 per room in Tobago, and an overall maximum reimbursement of $150,000 per property. So that's one of the initiatives that we have alongside our marketing and branding. We also have the tourism industry certification program, and this is specifically established to provide the assurance of quality to our visitors by ensuring that operators maintain international standards, which would definitely increase visitor confidence in booking tourism services on the island. And this should also be viewed as an initiative that would help us to remain competitive. This has been done in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago Bureau of Standards, which is the national standards certification body, as well as through extensive input from our stakeholders. We have our tourism industry service training as well. We'll be targeting all persons in the industry, starting from the vendors on the beach, our taxi drivers, our frontline staff at airports, hotels, and the aim is to develop a service excellence module and follow up with these persons as they go along. That proposal is currently being developed. One of the things I want to make mention is our green certification program. Now, this program is an internationally recognized program and has a strong environmental sustainability component. It plays 2 major roles. It leads to greater environmental sustainability, of course, as the name suggests, therefore protecting the natural fauna of the destination, and it also shows our compliance and our connectivity with our growing trend of environmental sustainability. This also makes a powerful marketing statement that since the natural environment is one of our core attractors, that certifying a significant number of our properties, accommodations, our sites, our attractions, it gives us a marketing appeal because we would get that international certification. Now, this initiative will be consistent, of course, with Tobago having the oldest protected rainforest reserve and having all our core attractors that are based on natural phenomena, whether it be the beach, whether it be sea or sand. The rainforest and our surf adventure, as well as health and wellness, are the new trends emerging from the travel and tourism sector. There are several options that are available, and there is the world-renowned Green Globe. There is also Green Key, that is another option. Among several other platforms, of course, the Tobago Tourism Agency would decide which is the best option, which is achievable, which is cost efficient, and gives us that appeal in the marketplace as a destination. So that's one of the new initiatives that the Tobago Tourism Agency is looking at, which is to get Green Globe certification. So in addition to more than 30 meetings that were conducted at World Travel Market with key trade and industry partners, there was the announcement of our Condor winter service from Frankfurt to Tobago, our Condor summer service 2019, the restarting of our Thomas Cook winter service from Manchester. The first flight came in on Sunday, and then of course we have the new Sunwing winter flight service from Tobago to Toronto, Canada to Tobago. Commencing December 20th, we were able to meet with the executive director at WTM and finalize all the plans, and for the first time Tobago will see a direct flight from Canada. We met with members of the delegation, attended trade partner events organized by British Airways, Virgin Holidays, and a House of Lords function. Our new brand unveiling was featured in several trade news media, including the Travel Trade Gazette, which was the official press magazine for the entire show at World Travel Market, as well as a news publication with the widest circulation amongst the travel trade. So we did get a lot of media play whilst we were there. As a matter of fact, I can say that Tobago, amongst all the Caribbean islands, was the stand to be. Everybody just, because they were so excited about the branding, so everybody really came towards the Tobago stand. We also used the opportunity to host a pre-event activity to train a high volume of travel agents that sell Tobago to potential visitors, and that event was fully subscribed with approximately 50 agents in attendance. So Tobago has definitely placed its stamp on the World Travel Market travel map as an exceptional go-to, untouched, unspoilt, and undiscovered destination. I move now to the amazing race. I'm sure a number of you may have heard about it, but the island of Tobago was host of the first leg of the international reality show called The Amazing Race. It is now in its 32nd year, and it is an annual event. The Amazing Race series attracts participants from around the world, and more specifically persons from North America. Some of these persons are celebrities in their own right, and they have a passion for surf adventure. Tobago was the first Caribbean island in the history of the competition to have been afforded the opportunity to host this event. That is definitely an accomplishment for the destination. Participants in the competition will compete for a prize of $1 million. The competition attracted 11 teams to Tobago, each vying for that first prize. The competitors, they had to go fishing at Nyland Pool, play the steel pan at Pigeon Point, and they also did participate in goat racing. They actually raced the goats at Boko Integrated Facility. After the first leg of the competition, one team was eliminated, while the other 10 teams moved to the next leg of the competition. At the completion of the race, I was able to speak with the host of the event, Mr. Phil, who indicated that he was so in love with the destination and was amazed, really amazed by the beauty of this island. The Amazing Race is broadcasted over the international television CBS network and has a viewership of approximately 80 million persons. So this is definitely something that we should be excited about, because here we would have our small island of 116 square miles being featured to 80 million people across the world. And with this kind of visibility to the island, it would definitely augur well for us as we seek to expand our reach in the global market. I want to touch on the 2018-2019 cruise season, and the season kicked off to a brilliant start with the first vessel docking on our shores on Sunday, that's Sunday 11th. at the Scarborough Port. We had a cultural display showcasing performances from our cultural groups and was a part of the service offering that we offer to our visitors who disembarked from the Silver Whisper in Scarborough. Approximately 35 vessels are expected to call this season at the Scarborough and Charlottesville ports, with a projected total of 45,000 visitors to the destination. The cruise industry continues to provide opportunities to our local entrepreneurs, our tour operators, our taxi drivers, our reef boat operators, and other businesses. Both the division in collaboration with the Tobago Tourism Agency and other divisions of the Assembly will continue to pool our resources to provide the best experiences of the visitors. The division has also been working with the cruise agent to ensure that our visitors are exposed to a number of cultural offerings in Tobago. And of course, we are encouraging the public to get involved and ensure that our visitors feel welcome and show them that true Tobago hospitality, that true Tobago spirit that we all possess. There are very simple and basic things that we all can do to make the experience for our visitors worthwhile. Now, in keeping with the division and by extension the Tobago House of Assembly's thrust to promote youth development on the island, tourism youth clubs were established in secondary schools throughout the island in November 2017, and I spoke about that a number of times to the media. This program falls under the purview of the division's community public education and community tourism program and is targeted to secondary schools towards the island. In essence, it is an innovative platform equipped with the responsibility of promoting youth leadership in tourism, creating awareness about the importance and significance of tourism, and providing an avenue for students to share their views on issues arising in the tourism industry. I am therefore pleased to report some of the notable achievements of the youth initiative thus far. The school principals and coordinating teachers assigned to the various clubs have been very supportive and have been working assiduously in partnership with the division to successfully execute the programs in each of the schools. At present, we have 8 established tourism clubs in secondary schools throughout the island, the newest addition being Bishop's High School, and they started early in this month, November. I visited and formally inducted and installed all the executive management committees to oversee the youth club's operations. For the first time as well, we also had our junior secretary of tourism who participated in the CTO Junior Youth Congress, and I can tell you Mr. Jamon Madden's performance was commendable. It was exceptional. Although he did not place in the top 3, he did leave a lasting impression on a number of the participants, even the judges themselves. So I really want to commend Jamon for the good work that he continues to do as Junior Secretary of Tourism. For the first time again, Tobago participated in the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association essay competition, and we had 2 students that reached the final leg of the competition. They were awarded by the FCCA for making the finals, but they did not place in the top 3, and I also want to commend those students as well. Now, on Thursday 15th November, which is tomorrow, the division will host the participation of 8 students and 1 teacher of the Tourism Youth Clubs at the Youth Entrepreneurship in Tourism Seminar that is held by the University of the West Indies at the St. Augustine campus. So that's tomorrow in Trinidad. So we are providing opportunities for exposure in tourism for the students as well. Now, our Youth Tourism Symposium This month, November, marks the first anniversary of this significant initiative, and we would once again join the Caribbean Tourism Organization and its member countries in observance of the month of celebrations in November 2018. Now, of significant importance is the hosting of this youth symposium for tourism club members and young persons on the island. This event will be held on Tuesday, November 20th at the Scarborough Library from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it seeks to provide and give students that voice on tourism issues, educate students on the significance of tourism, and generate interest in the tourism sector. The major high point will be the judging of the youth club's logo competition, which in essence seeks to, amongst other things, highlight the creativity of the students. The winning presentation will be the official logo for the overall tourism youth club initiatives. Other co-activities at our youth symposium, we'll have a motivational and guest youth speakers, a career fair, we would have spoken word as well, and of course we would have some entertainment. For the new fiscal period 2018-2019, one of the major initiatives is the execution of the tourism and cultural projects by the various schools. We have already received some great submissions from some of the clubs thus far. Other key aspects include involvement in tourism events and activities, involvement in regional and international exchange programs, public speaking, training and development programs, and the hosting of a local leg of the essay competition. The Tourism Youth Club initiative, it continues to be a work in progress. We have come a very long way after 1 year, and we in the division remain committed to playing our part as we strive to promote youth development in the tourism industry on the island of Tobago. Additionally, we also have our Tourism Awareness Primary School quiz in an effort to promote and support tourism and education again at all levels. There has been a focus in the school system at the primary level, educating pupils between the ages of 8 and 12 years on the importance of tourism. This quiz will be held at the Lambo multipurpose facility. It actually started today, November 2018, and it will end on the 22nd of November 2018. We have 18 schools from across the island participated in this year's competition, and it is a drastic increase from the 6 schools that we had last year. So it shows that students are definitely interested, teachers are definitely interested, and I want to wish all the primary school students the best. So the finals will be held on the 22nd of November, and the prize giving ceremony will also be held right after the competition.
Thank you for staying with us for the Tobago House of Assembly's Post-Executive Council Media Briefing for the week ending November 17th, 2018.